Hey, good morning, Northwest Arkansas. So today is Saturday, and our goal is to educate you and give you an update over the real estate market in Benton County and Washington County. So if you're living in the area or if you're thinking about potentially moving into the area, this is going to be very useful for you, very straight to the point, and I'm going to provide all the links below in the description, and as well as show you some graphics here that'll help you kind of make a decision to see if it's right for you to make a move now or continue to wait. So, with that being said, this is specifically over the last 7 days of the real estate market in Northwest Arkansas. And if you have any questions, comments, feel free to put them below in the comment section and we'll get to them. Or, as it says below, feel free to text us at 479-381-8479, and we will text you directly the list of properties that you want, whether you want the properties that are prices dropped, prices increased, the new listings that hit the market, the expireds, or any other list that you see here. Feel free to shoot me a text, and I will be more than happy to set you up on getting those as well. Okay. So specifically, the last 7 days of real estate market, as we can see here on your screen, there's 8 new properties that have hit the market as coming soon, which means that they're preparing and they should be live within the next 2 weeks for you to go look at. So if you're a buyer and you don't know which these properties are at and you're still kind of waiting for the right property, send me a message and I'll send you exactly just these 8 properties that are about to hit the market that you may not see yet. Okay. 227 new homes came onto the market this week, which means it's a great opportunity for you. That means you have 227 new houses to look at. So great job, Northwest Arkansas, and real estate agents and getting those homes listed. Now you as a buyer, you have the ability to go look at more homes. This way, if it makes sense for you, maybe something else came up that has that garage, a third car garage that you want, or has that backyard the way you want it, has those big extra oversized bedrooms. As you guys know, not every single bedrooms are oversized now. So those are some of the things that are important for our clients, specifically the master bathroom. Does it have a his and her sink? Does it have his and her closet? Does it have a bathtub? Does it have a walk-in shower? All these are great questions to pay attention to whenever you're looking for your home. So 227 new houses came on the market, and this gives you, the buyer, the ability to choose what makes sense for you. So if you want a list of that, feel free to click or send me a message and I'll send that list over. 119 properties, prices decreased. So 119 houses that were on the market decreased their price in the last 7 days. So this is a great opportunity for you as a buyer if you're looking for incentives, potentially somebody to help you buy some of your closing costs or buy your rate down. This is an opportunity where we can go in strategically and ask for potential revenue to be given to you at closing, whether forms of concession or buying your rate down or lowering your closing costs. Whatever it comes down to, just to helping you reduce your outgoing expenses at the end of the day. So it's obviously it's not a promise with every single one, but it is a great opportunity that they're motivated and they're ready to go, right? 23 properties raised their price in the last 7 days, which is a good sign as well. That means that, hey, they either priced it too low or they added extra things to the property to make it more valuable. So at the end of the day, you as a buyer, you're going to identify what's valuable for you. And then when we do make the offer to them, they're going to go back and forth. And at the end of the day, it has to make sense for you, the buyer, and for the seller in order for it to be a win-win and to actually close successfully. Okay. 125 houses sold in the last 7 days. This particularly is very important. A lot of times as we talk to clients and they're calling us, asking us for help and what should they do, what should they not do, etc., we let them know that, hey, people are still taking action. People are still moving every single week. People are not stopping. This real estate, even if you hear all this noise, everything that's going on, people still need a shelter to protect their loved ones, to protect themselves and protect their families. So the movement of houses getting sold is not really slowing down. And as you see, 125 new families moved into their homes in the last 7 days. That is fantastic news for our area. That's more growth, which means that your property value, if you are a homeowner, is only going to continue going up. Okay. So 235 houses went pending in the last 7 days. What does that mean? What does pending mean? Pending means that somebody went to go look at it, made an offer, they negotiated, and they accepted the offer, both buyer and seller. So this means that they're on their way to the closing table. They're on their way to to do the house inspection, to do the bank appraisal, to do any final walkthroughs are needed. They're on their way to own that property. So this is great news. 235 families just found a home in the last 7 days, and they're now starting their process on becoming homeowners in 2023. So if this is enough motivation for you to see, hey, maybe you should take action because people are taking action. This is your sign. 235 families decided to make 2023 the year that they own their property. So 26 properties are back on the market. So this is specifically catered to the properties that were under contract last week, and that for some reason something happened and they fell out of contract, and now they're back on the market for people to look at. So if you're a buyer and you have been looking at everything available on the market and you still can't find what you're looking for, text me and I will send you specifically the link here where just these 26 houses are on, and maybe one of those are the ones that you would like. Okay, so this can be either the fault of the buyer, the seller, or the property. Most of the time it comes down to the buyer financing, or the buyer jumped the gun and they weren't really ready to get a house yet, and they just started looking and they regret it, have buyer's remorse, or the property's not ready to be sold, there's something wrong with the title, etc. That's very unlikely, but it does tend to happen. And of our years of experience, we have noticed random things happen, but at the end of the day, you just have to notice that there's 26 more properties that came onto the market that were pending last week that are no longer pending and are available for you and your family to go look at and see if it makes sense to buy. Okay, 48 houses that were on the market. We're going to talk about the withdrawn now. So 48 houses that were on the market withdrew from the market, which means 48 families put their house up for sale sometime in the last 3 months, or etc. And then on the last 7 days, they pulled the plug and they said, hey, we don't want to sell anymore. And once again, it could be either the property's not sellable due to some titles, due to some repairs, or due to personal situations. Families couldn't get approved anymore for the house that they really wanted because they waited. So now they have to take their property off the market. So strategically, we always recommend that you speak with your real estate professional. If you don't have a real estate professional, make sure to shoot us a text and we'll be more than happy to help you and show you the full buffet so that way you can choose what's best for you and your family. But strategically, we don't recommend this in your house until we're kind of already sure on what you want on the new house that you want. Especially make sure you're already pre-approved on the front end. Make sure you kind of looked at the market and identified what are the kind of homes, the styles, etc. that you would like. And then we list your home the last. There are different ways to do it, but at the end of the day, our job as a real estate professional is to reduce the amount of stress that you endure as a seller. So my job specifically is to help you navigate throughout the whole journey without causing more stress. It's to take on that stress. That's why you're paying us. That's why we're here to provide the service. So just remember, if you've withdrawn your property from the market and you're still wanting to sell it, reach out. Let us kind of hear what's going on with your story, and let us help you find a solution through the contracts, through the listing paperwork, through the offer. We can negotiate, delayed possession, early occupancy. There's so many ways to navigate this process to help you and your family win, that the last thing that you need to do is think that you have to give up if you truly want to move forward. Okay, so make sure to reach out. We are here to help. 12 properties that were on the market expired, which means that they committed to an agent, a real estate professional, that they were going to sell a property for, let's say, 6 months, 4 months, 3 months, a year, whatever that number is. And 12 of those have expired in the last 7 days. That means that 12 properties are off the market due to that portion. That obviously, once again, is just contract paperwork for the clients, and they most likely will renew or switch a real estate professional to get somebody else. Now, I'm going to be super transparent. If you are selling your home and your agent is not getting professional photography on your property, shoot us a text. Let us come look at your property. We'll guarantee we'll get professional photography out there, because that's what you deserve. You deserve to sell your house for the highest amount of money, and professional photography is one small thing that adds that extra attention to detail that every single buyer is looking for. So don't settle for less. Make sure you reach out. And if you have any questions, we are here to help. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is all the new houses. So as we continue to drive through the area, through Benton County and Washington County. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's seen all this land that's being cleared, trees being cut down, bulldozers showing up. Bob the Builder looks like he just deployed in Northwest Arkansas to try to build something. So if you notice, there's a lot of building and a lot of process construction going on in our area, and that is great, fantastic news. So I have the link here provided in the comment section, but there's 831 houses in Northwest Arkansas that are brand new for you to pick from. So if you're not wanting a project, you're not wanting a DIY or a flip, then check out the list of the new houses. Let us know if you find something you like. And if you're not working with a real estate professional, reach out. Here's our phone number. Text us, and we'll be more than happy to show you the property, explain to you a little bit how this works, and help you on your journey of becoming a homeowner in 2023. Okay? There's plenty of opportunity. And here's another thing on the plus side. On the new homes, most of our clients that have purchased new homes in the last 5 years have gained a tremendous amount of equity, and that translates to profit, aka savings, aka investments whenever you cash out, right? The profit doesn't come until you cash out, until you sell. So, because until you sell, the profit is just there on paper. So the moment that you decide to sell a new house, you're going to get so much equity in the positive direction that you're not going to believe yourself that why didn't you do this earlier? We have clients who bought homes 3-4 years ago. They call us to sell it, and they walk out with $100,000 plus in equity in their pocket, and now they only have to go spend $15,000 to $20,000 on their next house. And guess what? Now they have $80,000 plus in their family bank account, so that their family can feel more confident, more secure, and not have the stress of where's all this money going to come from, etc. So at the end of the day, we're here to help you multiply your revenue, multiply your capital, and make the best investment for you and your family. At the end of the day, we're not going to pay the bills. You are. So we're going to give you our professional opinion. But if it's for your benefit, we're also going to let you know, hey, this is how you can multiply the revenue. You don't have to proceed with that route, but picking a brand new house is one of the best and the easiest ways for you to increase your equity, enjoy something new, not have to work on the weekends and go to Lowe's or Home Depot to get this part, that part, because you missed this on that project, etc. So at the end of the day, make sure you check out this list of the 831 new houses in Northwest Arkansas that you can pick this weekend and make it yours, okay? There's also all of the open houses that we have this week in Northwest Arkansas. There's 187 open houses happening in this weekend in Benton County. So there's plenty of opportunity for you to go and tour and kind of see a little bit more. You know, are you potentially liking an open floor plan? Well, here's an open house that potentially may fit it. Are you wanting to look at a home with a bigger yard? Well, there's most likely an open house that'll fit that criteria. Are you looking for a new house? There's most likely an open house that's going to fit that criteria. Are you wanting an older home that needs repairs, remodels, and needs all your time and free time invested in it? There's most likely an open house there for you, okay? Don't forget, Benton County, 187 houses are available for you to walk through this weekend. And if you want the exact list and the times, click the link below and you'll get all that info, okay? Next thing we want to talk about is Washington County. So Washington County is having open houses this weekend as well, and it's only 45 of them. You can obviously see the differences, the amount of open houses in Benton County versus Washington County. However, there are opportunities for you to go out there and take a look at the market and identify what it is that you want, get a better feel for it, and bring your goals to reality, right? We as real estate professionals understand that this process of buying a home is not overnight. So people don't come to us and then the next day they're automatically homeowners. It's kind of a process. There's some people that we're helping out currently right now that have taken a year or year and a half to prepare for this opportunity. So at the end of the day, this is something that's going to take a while. It's a calculated decision for you and your family. And the last thing that we want to do is pressure you to make a decision right now. Okay. So with that being said, take a look at the information, go look at some open houses. If you see something you like and you're not represented by an agent, and you're not talking to one, reach out. We are here to help you and serve you. Or if you just want a second opinion, we don't charge to give second opinions. Okay. So feel free to reach out, and we're here to help and serve. So here I want to go ahead and take a look at the new houses. So we take a look here. Here are some of the new houses that are in the market available at this time. And you see the whole area anywhere from 189,000 to 150,000, 375,000, 500,000, 400,000, 264,000, 243,000. There's a lot of properties in the area that you can buy for very affordable. And if you're renting, maybe it's the time to stop renting. Just my suggestion, because the rent rates are only going to keep going up regardless. So take a look at this list, identify if there's something you like, and if you want to see it, reach out to us. If we have the ability to show it to you, we will. We do have a small rule. If you're not pre-approved, we're not showing you homes that have families living in them, because the last thing that we want to do is inconvenience the family to bring in people who are not pre-approved. And if you were selling your home, you would completely understand. But if you're not pre-approved, we can potentially show you some empty homes. You can go into some of the open houses and take a look for yourself. At the end of the day, there's a couple of options. The whole thing is to get motivated, take action, and identify what it is that you need to do so that way you can get into the home of your dreams this year, okay? Here are the 187 open houses in Northwest Arkansas and Benton County. $1.3 million property, $1.1 million property, $989,000 home, $800,000 property, $700,000 property. There's 187 open houses this weekend in Northwest Arkansas. So prices are ranging from the $1 million property down to the $300,000 property. You see here 500,000. You see here 517. Let's go look at some lower price ones. 359, 345, 325. These are all open houses, and if you want to know specifically what time they're happening, click on the link. You'll get all this data. You'll be able to click on the house and view the details. This was happening January 22nd. So it's tomorrow from 2 to 4, and you'll get some of the pictures so you can kind of see. This is going to be an open house that's happening tomorrow from 2 to 4. But you'll have access to look at the whole list, and no sign-in is required. And no obligation to work with us. If you have a real estate professional you're already working with, work with them, call them up, put them to work. You know, at the end of the day, we're here to help those that are not being helped and those that want the help. Whether you don't have a real estate professional or you want a second opinion, because frankly, to be transparent, we've heard a lot of stories about people that are working with agents that are, you know, potentially doing things a little bit harder than they need to. And there's different strategies available. You know, one of the biggest things of our company, the brand name is SAS Worldwide. The reason that SAS exists is for strategically achieve success. Whenever you want to achieve a goal and you want to achieve success for you and your family in this space, let's say, for example, the real estate space, the last thing you want is to go to failure. The last thing you want is to not have a strategy in place that can guarantee you the outcome that you want for your family. So we're very strategic. At the end of the day, when you sit down with us, you go over the consultation, we're going to go over all the important things for you and your family, and we're going to identify what are the things that move the needle forward in your situation. And we're going to work on those things particularly first and foremost, and then everything else will fall into place. So once again, we are here to help and serve, and want to communicate all this info over. $255,000 property, $250,000 property, $199,000 in Rogers, Arkansas. So there's plenty of opportunity. Okay, now let's look at Washington. There's 45 houses in Washington having an open house this weekend. So everything from a $2.4 million property with 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, down to a, let's look at the more affordable one. There's a $227,000 property, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, having an open house today from 2 to 4 in Farmington, Arkansas. Here are the pictures. And you don't need to engage us. They're going to be having the open house regardless. But if you just want more information, or if you go to the open house and you say, hey, I really like this. I haven't started the process. I don't know where to go, but I want to move forward this year. I saw all the families that are getting homes, and I want to be able to be one of those families. Once again, 235 families found their perfect home in the last 7 days. And guess what? They made an offer, they negotiated, got accepted, and now they're under contract, and they're within 30 to 45 days of becoming new homeowners in 2023. So if that's something you've been thinking about, don't delay, don't wait. Click on the information. Let us know if you have any questions, and we truly appreciate your time. This has been today's episode on SAS Worldwide Weekly Real Estate Recap, and this is specifically from January 14th to January 21st, the last 7 days of data. Once again, if you guys want any specific lists, any custom list, you want just a new listings list, the price decrease list, price increase list, the pending list, the back on market, the withdrawn, whatever you want, send us a text at the phone number below, 479-381-8479, and we will be here to help you and serve you and do our best to show you all the options. Our goal is that we present to you the buffet and you choose the entree. The last thing that we want to hear at the end of this whole process for us is, hey, Alex, why didn't you show me this? We would rather hear a heck no from you than to say, why didn't you tell me about this? So at the end of the day, we're here to serve you and give you the ability to look at everything on the table and decide what's best for you and your family, okay? So that's today's weekly real estate recap. Cheers. My coffee's getting a little cold now because I talked a little too much, but I appreciate everybody's time. And if you guys have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me, okay? Have a good one. Thanks.